Hi everybody, you're watching the Afterlife Collective, and I'm Leah. This is
Right.
Ulysses.
Hello.
And this is our Halloween special. Tonight we'll be doing some SP7, some EVP work. We'll see what we can pick up here in the living room. Is there anyone here that wants to talk to us tonight? I asked a question the other night about Claire. Would someone like to talk about Claire?
Is Claire here?
Is anyone who knows Claire here? All right, is there any spirits here at all that would like to speak with us? Was that me? What is your name, Nee?
Do you like how they remodeled the house?
Sound like it might have been a no. I don't like how they remodeled the house the last time either. That's why I want to put it back the way it used to be. Maybe you can give me some ideas on that? So like a yeah.
Do you like the cats? Are you scared of the cats? Can you tell us something about that no one knows about the house?
wondering at the same I'm watching the channels go by. The only one that seems to be actual bleed over is when it gets to 107, which we could be getting some bleed over from that one just because that's the strongest signal in the valley. Is there a female here who would like to speak with us, who is trying to speak with us? How many spirits do we have here right now?
Did you die of an overdose?
Were you staying here when the house was abandoned?
Sound like a no.
I know, that did sound like a no. Did you live in this house at one time? Did you die in this house?
Did you like being in this house?
I know. I'm not sure if that was right at like the 107. I'm wondering if we're still getting bleed over from that.
Did somebody kill you?
How old are you? Do you know you're dead?
Who do I talk to get the best drugs? Frank.
That did sound like Frank. Is he in charge here? I got a lot of comments. I'm not quite sure what it was.
If Frank is not in charge, who is?
Almost sound like a me. Who's me? I almost said Frank again, but... I'm interested in talking to this Frank character. Who can tell me where he is? Hiker. Can you tell me where to find him? Almost sound like it said booby trap.
Booby trap, holy, yeah, I heard holy crap. And you heard
Holy,
booby trap.
it was a weird.
Yeah.
I'm seriously looking for who's in charge here. So far, I don't see anyone who can tell me who's in charge. I think that might have been bleed over. That was right at 107.
Is Leah in charge?
I don't know what that was.
Sounded like a no. What's the cat's name?
Spooky, Chloe, and Gabby.
Yeah.
The cat's in charge.
Spooky's the queen around here. Who agrees with me on that? So like I said, fuck you.
I thought I heard Spooky.
Is Spooky the queen here? She acts like the queen at least. But Chloe and Gabby spend the most time in this room. What do you think of them?
What's keeping you here?
Almost sound like you said God. Why would God keep you here? Do you stay here because you want to stay here? Is there anyone here that's staying here because they want to stay here?
Are you afraid you won't be allowed into heaven?
Are you afraid if you leave, you'll go to hell? You sound like it said something about heaven, like two. Enough? That might have been bleed over though. That kind of sound like
Yeah.
bleed over. Okay, you about ready?
It's going now.
All right. Is there anyone here who would like to speak with us? We'll be able to hear you if you talk into this little red light. We'll play it back and then we'll be able to hear you. Last time we were here, I asked if Claire was here, and someone said something to the effect that they thought I got it wrong. What did you think I got wrong?
Is Claire buried somewhere here? In the house?
That's a good question, because I know we know better than that, but is there anyone buried in the house? There's a lot of dirt downstairs. Maybe someone could tell us what that barrel was for down there? I swear, if he ever goes in the basement, I'm going to get him. There's a piece of depression glass, a jar back there. I keep telling him, bring that up, bring it back, and I'll stick it up here as a trigger object.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. See if that does anything. That depression glass in the basement, did it belong to somebody here? I have the little cat balls that you guys like to play with so much out here. Maybe you could play with some of those. Let us know you're here.
That was the police.
And that was Jake. I think he's playing this video game again.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys like the way Leah remodeled the house?
And what do you think of the dining room now? Since we repainted and changed it up a little bit.
Ooh.
None of
Excuse me.
that. None of that. That's contagious.
I know, I should have taken a nap beforehand.
Oh, yeah, we should have too. Ugh. Well, we got busy doing other things, so.
I know.
You get to doing something and then you're like, no, that's that nap.
What do you guys think of Vince?
What did you think of him crawling in the attic the other night? Now he wants to crawl in the basement. Would that be okay with you guys? Go crawl in the basement?
Have you played it back yet?
No, we're just gonna kind of letting it go. When can you get your butt back down here? Is it asking me to start this?
Probably.
Just don't want to go. We'll figure it out from there. Okay, you about ready? All right. Is there anyone here who would like to speak with us? We'll be able to hear you if you talk into this little red light. we'll play it back and then we'll be able to hear you. Last time we were here, I
Good
asked
Lord, that clock
if
is loud.
Claire was here, and someone said something to the effect that they thought I got it wrong. What did you think I got wrong?
You don't realize how loud that clock is until you
Mm-hmm.
listen to
Is
it.
Claire a boy or a girl?
Did Claire grow up his entire life in this house, or just till he got to his teens? Could someone tell me how long he was here? Oh, the clock. Yes, the clock.
Is Claire buried somewhere in the house?
That's a good question, because I know we know better than that, but is there anyone buried in the house? There's a lot of dirt downstairs. Maybe someone could tell us what that barrel was for down there? I swear, if he ever goes in the basement, I'm gonna get him. There's a piece of depression glass, a jar back there. I keep telling him, bring that up, bring it back. I'll stick it here as a trigger object.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. See if that does anything. A depression glass in the basement. Did it belong to somebody here? I have the little cat balls that you guys like to play with so much out here. Maybe you could play with some of those. Let us know you're here.
That was the police.
Is that a siren?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Sound like he was driving by, probably whirled or something.
Blipped it a couple times.
And then you hear Jake in the background.
Yeah.
I think he's playing this video game again.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys like the way the attic remodeled the house?
So what do you think of the dining room now? Since we repainted and changed it up a little bit. Hmm. None of that. None of that. That's contagious.
I know, I should have taken a nap beforehand.
Oh, yeah, we should have too. But we got busy doing other things, so
I know.
you get to doing something and then you're like, no, that's that nap.
What do you guys think of Vince?
He sucks.
What did you think of him crawling in the attic the other night? Now he wants to crawl in the basement. Would it be okay with you guys go crawl in the basement?
Ooh.
Spooky.
It's so Halloween spooky in here.
Okay, we're recording.
Okay. Is there anyone here who would like to communicate with us? We have a couple recorders here. We also have some EMF detectors here. So if you want to come up here and play with the lights, then we'll know you're here.
I don't bite.
I only bite if you ask, so, you know. So I'd say we're pretty safe here, so. Is there anyone who would like to speak with us?
What was it about Claire that we got wrong or that Leah got wrong?
Yes, I'm rather curious as to what I got wrong. We're about 10 minutes away from Halloween. What do you think of that?
Halloween 2021.
And there go the dogs. Okay, I'm gonna play this back. We might be able to hear you.
It's so Halloween spooky in here. Okay. Is there anyone here who would like to communicate with us? We have a couple recorders here. We also have some EMF detectors here. So if you want to come up here and play with the lights, then we'll know you're here.
I don't bite.
I only bite if you ask, so, yeah. So I'd say we're pretty safe here, so. Is there anyone who would like to speak with us?
Now we can hear that clock. That one's not as loud as the other one, though.
What was it about Claire that we got wrong or that Leah got wrong?
Yes, I'm rather curious as to what I got wrong. We're about 10 minutes away from Halloween. What do you think of that?
Halloween 2021.
And there go the dogs. Okay, I'm gonna play this back. I might be able to hear you.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell.
I couldn't hear any.
Can you hear this one?
Nope.
Oh, try another one.
All right, let's try this again. Is there anyone here who would like to speak with us? We can hear you if you talk into this little red light. Or you can play with the little lights out here that are in front of us right here.
Or you can just blow out the candle.
There's that too. we've been getting a lot of orbs in the parlor there. Are any of those you?
That's kind of insulting. I'm like, yeah, you're an orb now.
You're an orb now. You're just an orb. I guess in a way that would be, but
And the only creatures that can tell you're there are the cats.
yeah, because the cats seem to like to stare at you. The cats always seem to know when you're in the room, at least. Do you like the cats?
Alright, let's try this again. Is there anyone here who would like to speak with us? We can hear you if you talk into this little red light. Or you can play with the little lights out here that are in front of us right here.
Or you can just blow out the candle.
There's that too. We've been getting a lot of orbs in the parlor there. Are any of those you?
All I hear is traffic.
That's kind of insulting. I'm like, yeah, you're an orb now.
You're an orb now. You're just an orb? I guess in a way that would be, but
And the only creatures that can tell you're there are the cats.
yeah, because the cats seem to like to stare at you.
Where's the light in there coming from? Is that
The
coming from
cats
my
always
office?
seem to know when you're in the room,
Yeah.
at least.
Oh.
Do you like the cats?
Well, we don't seem like we're getting much communication here.
No. That could always be worse.
We could really be dead here. Well, it seems like a lot of the time when we get stuff in here, it's because we've been, talking about it or going over something, or, we've had people here. So either they're just, dead tonight, no pun intended, or it just hasn't triggered off, like talking about doing the residual stuff. It just hasn't kicked off yet.
Needs to be certain circumstances, right?
Maybe. I'm thinking that's probably it. It's stone tape theory basically is it repeats itself, but it doesn't say exactly what triggered it. So
No needles.
yeah. If we knew what triggered it, then we could just get it to do it,
Yeah.
But that's one question that we've never quite answered yet, so. And of course we all know that, anything intelligent doesn't play on cue.
It never does.
No.